Hey everyone, welcome to the MatMadik cast channel. I'm back with another reaction. I've turned up the lights, fixed up the volume of the microphone from my last two reactions, and hopefully that will make things a lot better. Oh dear, I look so weird. Who cares? Nobody cares. Now, we got ourselves a song from Adam Calhoun about this doofus topic right here, called racism. If you haven't had enough of critical race theory, Black Lives Matter terrorists, and all the other needless causes for dividing people, then buy into racism and ethnocentricity and all that bull crap. All right, but that all being said, let me just let you know where I stand. I don't care about Black Lives Matter. I'm an All Lives Matter person. I don't care about racism. Now, I'm not saying it's something that isn't to be wary of as you go in the world and find people antagonizing you needlessly when you're just trying to get down the street, But I wouldn't recommend anybody hangs their life around this thing. It's terrible for themselves. I mean, a bit like Thomas MacDonald said in the Snowflake song, people are scared to speak the truth, and the more they are afraid, they resent the ones who do. People like Tom MacDonald, Church, Adam Calhoun, Mises, Jelly Roll, Struggle, Jennings, these patriots that I've come across as of late, they really have changed my outlook on things, especially the rap world, which is a world that became a way to make feeling locked into your race and seeing your race as a monolith, embracing contradictory rules about your race, such as I can say the N-word, you can't, and all that nonsense. It was supposed to be the norm. And growing up, we never really had that outlook in our family. In fact, we know we don't have it till now. But that being said, it's hilarious how this whole Black Lives Matter terrorism squad rendition has just woken people up to how silly they were to just have bought into this racism thing. So, what am I talking about in a nutshell? Yes, beware of this. Be aware that there is such a thing called racism that people use to antagonize other people over, but beware that you avoid buying into narratives pushed on neutral people about what their race should mean for what they can achieve in life and so on. Now, that pretext out of the way, let's just listen to Adam Calhoun, a guy who I've insulted a number of times for claiming my reaction videos. But you know what? I changed my philosophy as of late, and I said I care more about being a part of the enlightened right at the moment. No, now. I'm just going to say now, never mind at the moment, than just trying to get money from my videos. And yes, it's been a while trying to get monetized, years and years, finally. And then, lo and behold, copyright claims just put a damper on what the financial return I hope to receive from these reaction videos. But it is what it is. I respect Adam Calhoun, and I'm just here to party with you guys. So without further ado, people, let's listen to the joint.
Hillbilly, Franco, nigga, white trash, fuck you, nigga.
Sorry, just hearing the F word as an adjective to the N word. It's just fantastic. Anyways, go.
What the fuck you rapping for? Cracker ass cracker, got your rebel flag with your camel hat backwards. Stains on your shirt with your fucked up teeth. Piece of shit truck broke down middle of the street.
That truck looks pretty good. But yeah. In all this Marxist race divide, turning the people against each other, the proletariats on themselves, even the bourgeoisie amongst themselves, with all that going on, one always looks at where do they fit in the race narratives, in the racism narrative pushed on society. Well, they've got to look at my race, and they've got to look at what people are supposed to call me when I try to bridge the gap. You know what? I resent you because you're not like me. Hence the intro we just made. It was just hilarious. So let's keep it going.
Old lady bitching in the passenger seat. like a chimney. Kids in the back can't breathe. Got a kid on her lap, smack his ass if he speaks. Always wearing white beaters cause her ass getting beat. Okay, that's
What do you say about the wife beaters?
smack his ass if he speaks. Always wearing white beaters cause her ass getting beat.
Always wearing wife beaters because that's getting beat. Wife beaters are a kind of clothing. I don't know about that, but yeah, isn't it funny? This is the kind of background. This is the kind of image that Eminem was working against. Not working against. This is the image that Eminem had to bring to the forefront when he was coming out as a as a rapper, and you know, people are saying, "What's your claim to fame? What's the struggle you're coming from? Your rags to riches story." Well, this is where I come from, you know, and people look down on me. I may not be black, but I have struggles. So, vote for Joe Biden. What? Anyway, so you know, but yeah, enough of these narratives. But hey, everybody can talk from their own experiences, eh? What do you think about all this?
Okay, that's white trash, but what about a hillbilly? Redneck motherfucker, never even near a city. Out in the woods, hunting deeper than the wolves. Get that big old buck, bring them home, eat until they full. Or they out in the shed on the
Sounds like a nice life.
side drinking shine. Old lady bitchin', better bring your ass aside. It's way past 9, you been drinking all night. Gotta get to work on time, up before the sunrise.
Well, I'm not a heavy drinker. Still sounds like a nice image. But yo, people get offended by stereotypes that one could actually take comfort in. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, go.
Call me redneck, white trash, say it back. I don't care, kiss my ass. I don't care, kiss my ass. They call me redneck, white trash, say it back. I don't care, kiss my ass. I don't care, kiss my ass. They call me redneck, white trash, say it back. I don't care, kiss my ass. I don't care, kiss my ass. They call me redneck, white trash, say it back. I don't care, kiss my ass. I don't care, kiss my ass.
The song is very interesting. It reminds me of the opening of it reminds me of "I'm Not Racist" by Joyner Lucas, which you know I don't respect right now. I mean, in terms of him, Joyner, you know, part of the system. You can't be calling Trump supporters these characters that I mean, the way he was, the way Joyner Lucas. When I look back, when I look at the song "I'm Not Racist" at first, I was like, wow, this is a great piece. Just getting people to listen to different views and so on. Yeah, and you know, fine. Objectively speaking, it was a great art piece. I'm not gonna lie, but putting a MAGA hat on the head of the racist person, just because. I mean, lumping MAGA supporters all in together with people who are racist, that's just BS. But hey, there are people who are MAGA supporters who happen to be racist. But as just as the January 6th nonsense false flag event can show you, anyone can wear a costume. Anyone can be a police officer. You know, could wear a police officer's outfit. Push fascistic stuff on you, or push unconstitutional, no, violate one's rights in a fascistic manner, as police officers could. Wear a mask, take to put a mask on and do what I say, and blah blah blah, and not truly representing what a police officer should be to people, but you know, essentially wear the costume and give police a bad name over it. So I deliberately said costume there, but so ideas are fluid. Human beings can wear any garb they will, any meat suit called the body, or any clothing on top of that body to signify to people who they're supposed to be. People are very good at wearing uniforms, even in non-uniform settings, such as, you know, you can go to a school uniform. So even kids who go to schools with no uniforms, they end up dressing a certain way to belong to a certain clique and whatnot. But all these races of people, whether they're a race of a nation, of a nation, whether they are a race of people of a certain, oh my God, my words are failing me. Whether it's a race of a country like the American race, whether it's a race of people of a certain um, genotype or whatever, it it's just really daft to try and pigeonhole people on how they appear versus, I mean, versus just hearing them out as individuals. But yeah, one thing like Adam Calhoun's doing, which is what Eminem did when he first started, was to just embrace the things that are thrown your way, and just live with it. And then after a while, people start to look at you as an individual beyond that. We all know that this stuff on the surface is superficial stuff, doesn't define what we are as free thinkers. But hey, it is what it is. It is what it is. Anyway, let's go.
What the fuck you rapping for? Nigga ass nigga, got your sagging pants with your ass hanging out the back, hanging out in front of liquor stores selling crack, just so you could put some 24s on your Cadillac. Baby mama bitchin', you ain't taking care of business. All you do is smoke weed, run around with other bitches, and you can't keep a job cause you in and out of prison. Guess it must be Trump's fault cause you making bad decisions. That's about...
I think you just summed up what I was saying. And this, yeah, just like the I'm not racist thing. You start with one perspective and go to the other. You just interchange. It's the same set of people just making poor life decisions, and you just insert a label on top, and that's it. And you can blame the race or blame the label. You know what? Like I said in my other video, one of my rhymes I made, I'm not here to fan any SJW claims that try to win every argument. Sorry, I'm not here to fan any SJW flames that try to win every argument by calling you names, only to lose in the end, disproving their claims by embodying the hatred they claim to disdain. That is to say, you have labels that sit on top of people, just like hats. And the person does not change underneath. The person is responsible for themselves. It's like saying the hat you wear is responsible for you. You know, of course not. You're responsible for the hat, if anything, but not the race of hats, if you would. just the covering you choose to wear, but responsible for it in the name of being responsible for yourself, having made decisions to carry yourself out a certain way is concerned. To take yourself down, to dress yourself the way you would like to be presented to people is concerned. One can say, I can't change my race. How dare you? Blah, 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 blah. You just got to think to yourself, fine, I can be what you think that I am based on what you see. But if I act a certain way that does not adhere to a stereotype, what do you say to that? Are you black if you voted for Trump, or are you not? What the hell, you know? Anyway, I'll let you be the judge. Let's just let the song play.
Niggas, but what about black folk? Raise their kids right every night. Mom and dad are home, hunting for a job, not crying about a privilege, crying out to God, stop the violence where we live in. Fuck it though, you a nigga and I'm just a cracker. They pin us against each other, sit back and they watch it happen. In the hood they selling crack and killing over shoes and jackets. In the trailer park they fall apart, a bunch of Mac addicts. They call me redneck.
I think I heard that more on alright, fine. Mistaken person, Cat Williams, say the other day, oh, you know what, if you call people the F-bomb instead of just talking about gay people, then you deserve to be cancelled. Who's he talking to? Joe Budden. And the black conservative perspective, that YouTube channel, the person from that channel, he put it very well, and he said, Cat Williams, if I were to say, you know, he said, I'm a black person. If I were to say I'm offended by you saying the word nigger and building your whole career off them, you know, when you should have said black people, can I? And I wanted to rally up my black friends to try and get you cancelled. What would you say to that? Would you like to be cancelled because, you know, of something that you said before? Ultimately, you know, he would like to keep his job, and or stay relevant at least, and not be pushed into a corner over misinterpreting just stereotypes, or a person over stereotypes, and so on. These words, these labels, they are meaningless, quite frankly, but you can use them to identify people who identify that way. If people want to get triggered over being called certain things that they identify themselves as, like people calling themselves the N word, and you want to call them that word too, and you're not of that ilk, and they want to fight you, it's like, what? What's going on? So why are you calling each other that word? Shut up! You can't call me that. Anyway, then yeah, some insanity is at play here. So ideally, ditch the labels. It's a bit like China Mac. You know, I love China Mac, but and he just said the N word in jail. I mean, if he was back in jail, he'd be saying the N word again. But he's saying to himself, let me try and get up in this industry right now. I mean, for goodness sake, the way black people are attacking Asian people in America, China Mac, he ought to be pretty annoyed about that. I'm pretty sure he is. But I mean, he annoyed enough to use the N word, but someone like him, what I love about this whole madness that people have been forced into is that it's making them disavow things like Black Lives Matter, like critical race theory, all this stuff that is supposed to divide people. And in essence, like I was saying when I brought up the Matrix earlier, guiding people to the same end, to the future together. Still, working with the system, but discarding the obsolete and redundant paradigms that had been used to keep society hostage for so many years up till now. All right, well, let's keep going.
White trash, say it back. I don't care, kiss my ass. I don't care, kiss my ass. They call me redneck, white trash, say it back. I don't care, kiss my ass. I don't care, kiss my ass. They call me redneck, white trash, say it back. I don't care, kiss my ass. I don't care, kiss my ass. They call me redneck, white trash, say it back. I don't care, kiss my ass. I don't care, kiss my ass.
One of these guys, either him or Mises, I think it was Adam Calhoun, had a bit of a problem with what's the boy's name? Oh no, stop. I'm gotta do these videos one at a time. Had a problem with what's his face? No Life Shack. But yo, that's another story for another day. But I really enjoyed that piece, racism, and I want to know what you think, everyone. I go all around the houses when I talk. I'm sure I exhaust some people, but let me know if you would like to understand more of what I said, or just would like to let me know something. Catch you next time, people. Peace.